To je to. Da vidimo kako radi. Sve radi kako treba. Super. Ništa, počinjemo novu, kako se zove, igricu. To je Hogwarts Legacy, moja omiljena igrica koju sam prošli put igrao. Nisam puno, ali prvi put kada sam ušao u igricu i kada sam birao kuću koju ću biti, dobio sam Hufflepuff. To je inače moja kuća, ja sam Hufflepuff. Sada da ne bih smarao i to, ponovo sve to da prolazim kroz, opet sam došao na određivanje kuće i kako s onim šeširom, kako se zove, i dobio sam Slytherin. Nisam teo da idem duboko u sve to i ne znam ja da uzmem Gryffindor i tako to, jer svi vole Gryffindor. Meni je zapao Slytherin po drugi put, tako da ću proći sad ovu igricu kao Slytherin i da vidimo šta nam to otkriva ta igrica i kako ide sve to. Eto. To je jedan, kako se zove, to je jedna od mojih omiljenih igrica i znam da ću da uživam u ovoj igrici. Ne znam koliko će biti serijal, ali bit će, kako se zove, dosta streamova. Gledat ću da sve bude kako treba, da se svaki stream da bude nastavak na sljedeći, kao što sam radio Dead Island 2. Nadam se da će to sve biti kako treba. Eto. Tako da inače ova kolekcija ostaje meni, uglavnom da ja to sve imam zabeleženo na svom YouTube kanalu i da imam, kako se zove, uspomenu na sve ovo. Tako da to je prvenstveno zbog toga i naravno zbog zabave. Ništa, krećemo Hogwarts Legacy i nadam se da će biti jako fino i dobro iskustvo. Eto. Tako da počinjemo. Znači šta sam radio, prošao sam taj prvi deo igrice gdje nas vodi kroz to neko upoznavanje šta i kako do toga da dolazimo u Hogwarts i onaj šešir nas raspoređuje u kuće u kojoj ćemo biti i ja sam dobio Slytherin, tako da tu sam stao i sad nastavljamo priču. Kao što se vidi, find your common room, gdje se nalazim u common roomu, kao što možda vidite. To je Slytherin dungeon koji se nalazi u podrumu ovoga Hogwartsa i odatle sve počinje. Počet ćemo za nekih 30 sekundi, samo da odem do WC-a i vraćamo se. Idemo. Krećemo našu Hogwarts u stolovinu, što bi se reklo. Tako da se namestimo.
Lumos.
Inače, ja sam jako veliki fan Harry Pottera i cijele te franšize. Jako mi je poznato sve i dosta znam o tome. Inače, ovaj dungeon za Slytherin je jako je jako veliki. Inače, u filmu se ne pokazuje toliko. To jest pokazuje se samo u onom dijelu gdje je Chamber of Secret, u toj drugi deo, gdje se pokazuje kada se Harry Potter, kad popije onaj napitak za preobraženje i pretvori se u kako se zove, Goyla i onog, zaboravio sam mu ime, i oni dođu u ovome dijelu, evo gdje sam sad ja, i sede na kauču, ovako. I tu ide scena koja je jako zanimljiva, gdje se pojavi Draco Malfoy i sve to počinje jako zanimljivo. Inače, ovo je jedan od lepših dungeona. U igrici najlepši dungeon je Ravenclaw. Ovo je jako zanimljiva stvar, te ne možeš da ideš. Ali sve u svemu, evo kako to izgleda. Baš je lepo, baš je lepa kako se zove igrica i kako su lepo napravili. Inače, nalazi se u podrumu. U podrumu. To je po pravilu nalazi se ispod mora. Znači, evo, kao što se vidi, to ono more što ima ispod toga, znači u podrumu dole, u tom delu. Opisano je u knjizi da je, kako se zove, mračno i sve to, kao što je ovdje. Nisu toko napravili baš da je mračno, ali izgleda onako malo tmurnije. Tako da, eto.
Not going to move there, are you?
Here, watch this.
Don't say I didn't warn you.
Checkmate.
Told you.
Imelda.
They should have listened to me. Ah, I know who you are. You're the new Slytherin, the one who barged in with Professor Fig last night. Interesting tactic on your first day, taking all the attention away from the first years. I'm Imelda, by the way. Shame I wasn't with you in Fig. I could have lured that dragon away. My skills on a broom are legendary.
Perhaps Professor Fig's friend would have survived if we'd had your help.
Precisely. Perhaps one of these days I'll show you a thing or two about flying. I can teach you more than Kagawa ever could. Speaking of which, I'd like to get in some time on my broom before classes.
Are you a keen Wizard Chess fan? You knew that boy was going to lose the match.
Not really. Much too sedate a pastime for me. Also, it's simply not that challenging. The moves are always so obvious. Why does no one else see it?
Do you have a lot of time to fly during school?
I make the time. There's nothing like swerving through the spires of the castle and around the Quidditch pitch to clear the mind.
Goodbye, Imelda.
Nice meeting you.
Inače, sad kad budem igrao, proći ću kroz svaki dijalog moguće, znači što više, što duže, zato što hoću da osjećam tu, znači sve da prođem u igrici i da je završim 100%, koliko mogu, što se tiče storija, što se tiče side questova i svih tih stvari. Tako da, vidjet ćemo kako će da bude, možda će biti dugo, možda neće, ne znam, ali ja želim da uživam u ovome svemu. Inače, stvar je da ja, kao što sam rekao, nekih 10-15% sam prešao od prethodnog puta. Igrao sam kao Hufflepuff i znam neke likove, kao na primjer, kako se zove ovu devojku ovdje. Ona je inače bila jako bezobrazna prema meni kad sam bio u Hufflepuffu, ali ovdje je jako fina. I kako se zove, Omenis je dečko koji je slep i isto imaš neku priču s njim koju prolaziš s njim, i kako se zove njegovim bratom koji je ovdje, naravno, evo ga, Sebastian. Znači on ima jako zanimljivu priču, tako da vidjet ćemo kako prolazim s njima kroz ovo sve kao Slytherin. Vidjet ćemo. Inače dečko je slep.
Doubt mermaids find us that interesting. Ah, Based on all the chatter when you entered the common room, I'm guessing you're the new 5th year. I'm Ominous. Ominous Gaunt.
Nice to meet you, Ominous.
Well, you certainly had a memorable arrival.
Well, if I'm going to make my mark here, I had to start right away.
You're definitely in the right house. Do let me know if I can be of any help as you navigate your first days here, though I doubt you'll need it.
Probat ćemo da napravimo lika malo da bude obražen, da liči na, kako se zove, Slytherin House, da bude u tom nekom svetlu, znači da bude pun sebe, da bude jako pametan, jako inteligentan, da ima tu stabilnost i da ima, kako se zove, samopouzdanje. Tako ćemo da idemo kada imamo dijalog sa drugim likovima, pa da vidimo kako će nas to odvesti. A što se tiče, kako se zove, do you suspect you did be in Slytherin?
Were you expecting to be sorted into Slytherin?
Most
Eto, da
certainly.
ima što kaže.
My family on my father's side are direct descendants of Salazar Slytherin,
Opa.
one of the 4 founders of Hogwarts. Not something I'm especially proud of, mind you. He was obsessed with blood status, a pure-blood maniac. Unfortunately, most of his descendants do not fall far from that tree.
Eto, jako zanimljiva stvar, da su Slytherini jako osjetljivi na te stvari, da vole samo pure blood ili čisto krvne, što znači da sa obe strane majka i otac su čarobnjaci, to jest wizards ili witch. Ne vole da se mešaju, tipa, znači mešanje da bude, na primjer, majka veštica, a kako se zove, otac da bude no mag ili ti muggle, kako već se kaže. Ili ti čovjek koji nema magiju, ne koristi magiju. Tako da, eto, to je to, oni su opsednuti time i mora da budeš pure blood. Uglavnom su svi pure blood. Ja znam da je u slučaju nekih u Harry Potter knjizi, da sad ne mogu da se setim tačno, ali bilo je par slučaja da nisu pure blood i oni su bili odbačeni od strane, kako se zove, Slytherin House-a, zato što, to jest nisu ih prihvatili, ali oni su bili u Slytherinu, zato što su mislili da su varali.
Did that student say he thought he heard a mermaid?
Yes, but I've never heard of a mermaid showing up outside our common room window. It is fun to play along, though. Been known to keep some first years on the lookout for hours.
Thank you, Ominous. Very nice to meet you.
Pleasure was all mine. Don't be a stranger.
Ominous koristi svoj štapić ili ti wand, preko kog može da komunicira sa ostalima, zato što je slep i onda sva druga čula su mu povećana. To jest zvuk, razmišljanje, nos, ukus, sve mu je povećano za 2 puta i zato on preko svog štapića njima ulazi u glavu i zeza se s njima, sprda se, kako bi rekao. Tako da, jako zanimljiva stvar. Idemo dalje. Evo volio malo da istražim pre nego što odradim Sebastijana. Evo malo volio da istražim ovu common room, jer je stvarno velika, jedna od većih common rooma u ovoj igrici. Volio bih da vidim Revelio, možda ima nešto da se označi. Uglavnom, neki kolač opet. Uglavnom ovo su sobe. Kao što sam rekao, ovo je ženska soba, zato mi ne dozvoljava da idem tamo, to su žene. I znaš što mi je jako zanimljivo, što nema slika, koliko sam video, ima jako mračnih stvari, ali nema slike od Salazara Slytherina. Sad ne znam da li je ovo on, a ne bih rekao, a ovo je on sigurno, njegova statua je to njegova, tu, baš da vidimo. Ja mislim da je on tu. Jeste, to je Salazar. Ovdje mi treba Alahamora, jeste, lockpick. Kao što se čuje? Ovo što se čuje, to je moguće zmijski, onaj, kako se zove, govor. Ovdje je jedna od soba. Jako je zanimljivo, jako je lepo odrađeno. Igrica, kao igrica je jako lepa. Meni se sviđa zato što se dešava odvojeno od Harry Pottera i njegovog dela i kao i fantastični zveri. Tako da, imaš svoju priču koja je nekih 100, 200 godina ranije nego Harry Potter što se desio. Tako da, to ti je negdje
Can I help you?
1900. godine.
Ah, you're the new 5th year. I'm Sebastian Sallow. Welcome to Slytherin.
Thank you.
Not everyone has a ministry escort to school.
He was a friend of Professor Fig's who merely joined us for the ride.
Still, impressive. Dreadful way to go, poor fellow. Glad you and Fig are all right.
It was dreadful, certainly, but quite an experience nonetheless.
Interesting perspective. How did you and Fig manage to escape?
It's all still a bit of a blur, to be honest.
Didn't mean to press. You just get yourself settled. We can talk more later.
Tako.
What book were you reading?
A spell book I picked up. Has a few interesting things, but not exactly what I was looking for. I'm sure you'll find out soon enough. But not every spell you may need can be found in our assigned textbooks.
What do you
Are
mean?
you saying some spells aren't taught at Hogwarts? Which ones?
Seems I may have met a kindred spirit. That is a conversation for another time. It was good meeting you. Good luck today.
Is the new 5th year Slytherin in here? Professor Weasley's waiting for you just by the stairs.
Ajde da imam. Ne znam zašto mi zašto profesorka Weasley je, kako se zove, u ovom svemu. Zato što, to je zašto ona mene voda svuda. To mi je malo bez veze, jer ona je Gryffindor. Ali ajde.
Revelio.
Evo je. Ne znam kako je ona ušla unutra.
I trust you're ready for your first day at Hogwarts?
I've been dreaming of this day for a long time. Can't believe I'm here.
Well, you are here. Make the most of it. You only have one first day at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your unique situation, joining us as a 5th year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind. Especially as you'll be expected to complete your OWLs at the end of the year.
OWLs? Owls?
Yes, your ordinary wizarding level exams. They will determine what type of career you can have when you leave here. After much discussion with the headmaster and the Department of Magical Education at the Ministry, we've devised something extraordinary to ensure your success.
Ajde. Book. To je taj OS. To je moj OS i tu ja učim. To je istraživanje. Evo. Prevar.
What is it?
It is a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master all that's expected of a 5th year. You would be wise to take full advantage of this exceptionally valuable resource.
Thank you, Professor, but what do you mean it will keep track of what I'm learning?
Perhaps seeing it in action will answer any questions you may have. Walk with me and we shall put it to the test. This way.
Always wanting quills made of swooper feathers.
I certainly would have appreciated something like the field guide when I was a student. Using the guide will also train you to be alert to your surroundings.
Not that I care, you understand. I was just wondering.
Da.
I'm convinced that Binns called on me in class the other day just to embarrass me. How am I?
Revelio.
Što sad ovo neće da mi otvori? Dobro, nema veze.
He said I had a complexion like a
Možda kasnije. Da. To će sada se zatvori ovdje. Će da nestane. Evo ga. Kako priđeš, ona se otvori. Predivno.
Revelio. Protego.
Da. Dobro.
The guide will give you opportunities to practice your magic and educate yourself about wizarding lore. Do keep up. Why don't you cast Revelio on that statue and see what details the field guide...
Da, ovo su neke skrivene, to jest zanimljive statue i neke stvari koje skupljam. Field Guides page i kako se zove, otvorio mi se neke kolekcionarske stvari i to mogu da otvorim, to jest da ih prikupim. Tako da otprilike to je to.
Keep your eyes open for more opportunities like that, inside and outside of the castle.
Da.
Good timing. Perfect opportunity to show you how to use flue flames to get around a bit
Flue
quicker.
Flames.
Your field guide contains a map of the castle.
delu je to.
Open it up and find central
Četvrtom
hall.
delu, ja mislim. To je u četvrtom delu gdje kada se nalaziš u kući kod Weasleyevih i sad kad treba da idemo u Diagon Alley da kupimo stvari za novu školsku godinu, oni koriste tu prah gdje bace u onaj, kako se zove, kamin i tako ih odvede tamo gdje žele da idu. Tako da stvari u tome da ti samo, kako se zove, kažeš naprijed dijagonali, baciš taj prah i on puf pukne, kako se zove, i to je to. Odvedete tamo na tu destinaciju gdje želiš da putuješ. Tako da, jako zanimljiva stvar.
And here we are. Quite the time saver. These stairs lead directly to Central Hall.
Dobro.
You can get almost anywhere in the castle quickly from Central Hall.
Znam tamo da se nalazi onaj...
Always something happening here. It's the heart of the hive. Our King's Cross station, so to speak.
Revelio.
That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today. And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
Can you tell me more about the Charm
What will I
class?
learn in Charms class?
I do.
Exactly what you might expect.
Charms.
Spells, charms, jinxes. All
All
terribly useful.
useful.
I think you will enjoy Professor Ronan. He's a clever and entertaining wizard and a talented teacher.
Eto. What expecting to guess?
Can you tell me more about the Defense Against the Dark Arts class?
Defense Against the Dark Arts, as the name implies, focuses on how to defend oneself against the evils that lurk beyond these walls. A mastery of Defense Against the Dark Arts is required for those who aspire to become auras.
Eto.
Fortunately, we are lucky to have the ever-gifted Professor Hecat in charge of our students' education in that regard.
What is
You
Hogsmeade?
mentioned Hogsmeade, Professor.
Hogsmeade is the only all-wizarding village in Britain and is home to an array of shops and pubs. You should be able to find all of the school supplies you require in Hogsmeade. You will also, I imagine, enjoy many a butterbeer there with friends in due course.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
A lot to
Absolutely.
absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn. Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up to speed in no time. Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
He did, Professor.
He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack. My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle.
I'm sorry, Professor, but I'm afraid that's all there is to it.
Almost precisely what Professor Fig said. Speak of the devil, Professor Fig. Your ears must have been burning.
Oh?
Yes. You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
Ah, I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Of course.
Thank you. Good luck today. And remember to use your field guide. It will be invaluable to you. And invaluable to me, as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes, Professor.
Come and find me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
Prelepo. Talk to Professor Fig.
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today, before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you masterfully evade Professor Weasley's interrogation regarding our late arrival?
I did try to evade her questions, though I feel a little receptive. That said, I'm fairly certain she suspects that we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look.
Dobro, main quest. Laviosu and Accio. Provat ćemo Laviosu.
The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now, sounds like you've quite a day ahead, what with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies, including your own wand. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend. I shall reach out when I have more information about our mysterious locket. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
Počinjemo.
Revelio.
Is that all you've got?
Levioso!
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces on your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it.
Knowledge.
Knowledge. To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
Ajde. Levioso.
Levioso.
Evo ga.
Now, let's try something a little larger.
A zašto ja prvi moram uvijek da budem? Ali dobro.
Let us begin with a basic cast.
1, 2, 3.
See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember?
Levioso.
Good. Now, well done.
Bra.
Very good. But the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel, using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
Ajde. Znači...
This should be...
Levioso. This can't be your first duel. Let's just say I'm a quick learner. Levioso. Protego. Stupefy ego. Complicated. Levioso.
If only all of my students were this adept.
Sebastian je gotovo.
Not bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
Dobar, Sebastian.
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Slytherin.
Thank you, Professor Hecat. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments. All right. That's enough spectacle for one day. Class is dismissed.
Ok, aj pričam s njom.
I'd hate to face Professor Hecat in a duel.
Aha.
You dueled Sebastian. He's strong competition. Well done.
Dobro.
Revelio.
Ajde, Sebastian, da pričamo
Nice
ti.
work.
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice? Felt more like I was dueling an expert. Didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
In fact, it was. Perhaps I have a knack for it.
Be coy if you like, but I know better. Magic requires intention and talent. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
Unsanctioned? I don't know. School rules are in place for a reason.
Yes, to keep students in the dark. So many things we're deemed unprepared to know. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club, or sneaking into the restricted section of the library, you just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good.
In mind.
Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon.
Right.
Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck or actual skill. Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance. If you're interested. Till
Dobro.
next time.
Ajde, Boras, vidimo se. Vidimo se, Sebastiane! Aha, idemo dole. I ja, ovdje i dalje ima pad FPS-a, što to? Vidi ove. Vati ga, prebi ga. Prebi ga ko mačku.
Revelio.
Idemo da naučimo Akio.
Here, behind you. There is an open seat here.
Thank you.
Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Shall we begin?
Welcome to Year 5 of Charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work, but I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone? I am afraid it is too late to study now. My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm? Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
Ready.
Accio. That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me.
Mnogo zanimljivo. Očekujem dosta dobrih stvari ovdje. Pogotovo sad.
I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree. So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right? So why don't we have our newest student start us off?
Ajmo da vidimo kako ide to.
Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres and relinquish your charm at the last possible moment. Excellent control there. Splendid! Very good. Very good. Points to Slytherin. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up. You'll be the blues, just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Be sharp.
Deve namešteno, vidi. Ćemo 50, dobro.
Accio.
That's it!
Let us do this. There we go. Brilliant. Here we go. That is
Nema
how
šans.
it's done.
Accio.
Bez.
Splendid!
Dobro. Ja mislim da prvu i prošli put sam izgubio.
Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
To mora tako da bude.
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it. This round settles it all.
Be sharp.
Ode. Ode. Tip. Ma ja, bre.
know everyone is watching, but try not to be nervous. You are doing quite well.
Excellent.
Watch this.
Ovo je bilo perfektno, brat.
Quite impressive. Let us see this.
Ću da puknem njenu. Tako ću.
There we go.
Da ih puknem direktno. Ovo.
Accio!
A perfect score.
Kakav sam majstor, e. Reci, Boras. Reci kakav sam majstor. Kako sam je zajebao, e.
Very good, both of you. Well done.
1-1. Realno.
Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Ajde.
Good game back there.
I must admit.
I think I underestimated you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
I'm glad you understand. I hold in my own. I don't.
That's good to hear. It's a lot to take in all at once.
To put it lightly, I remember how I felt when I first arrived. I transferred here from Ouagadougou just before my 4th year.
Ouagadougou.
My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
Is Ouagadougou much bigger than Hogwarts?
Ouagadougou School of Magic is the largest wizarding school in the world. So yes, bigger than Hogwarts. But it never seemed intimidating or overwhelming to me. It always felt like home.
Is Ouagadougou a castle, like Hogwarts?
Its address is Mountains of the Moon. It is not so much a castle as a beautiful edifice carved out of the mountainside. I remember the first time I saw it, the mist was so thick I could hardly make out anything at all. And then it just materialized before me, this enormous school that seemed to be floating in midair.
This may seem an odd question, but is magic the same there as it is here?
Mostly, yes. But I did have to learn how to use a wand when I arrived here. Hardly anyone at Ouagadougou uses one.
Spells cast without a wand must be less powerful than those cast with a wand.
No, not at all. Wizarding magic cast without a wand is just as powerful. I find wandless magic to be much more instinctive. Not to mention quite convenient if one is without their wand. I must admit, however, that I am growing quite fond of using a wand. It seems very dramatic.
It's nice to learn about another wizarding school.
Thank you for asking. I do miss Ouagadougou, but I am glad to be here at Hogwarts. I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting. Until next time.
Right.
Of course. Revelio.
If you're so inclined.
Well, you'd be using it on clothing, to be precise, Sebastian. You know it won't work on humans.
You wanted to speak with me, Professor?
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation?
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? You did well, managing to best as gifted a student as Miss Onai.
Thank you, Professor. I enjoyed the match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
After my brother learned the summoning charm, it was constant Accio this, Accio that, cutlery flying everywhere. Quite unsafe, really.
Revelio.
Hello there. You're the new student, aren't you?
Hello, you wanted to speak to me?
Samantha Dale. I've been eager to meet you. You're the student everyone's been whispering about. Hope your first day's going well. You certainly seem to hold your own in charms.
Thank you, but it really wasn't all that challenging.
My brother William would tell you not to be so humble and to trust your abilities. Then again, he tends to be a bit overconfident in his. Well, better see to my charms homework. I find Professor Ronan's lessons a bit more challenging than you do.
Have you been in any other comedy?
Accio. Revelio.
And then the goblins and the uprising.
Werewolves, where were you? In the Goblin Rebellion of 1752?
And by the end of it,
3,
the
0,
Minister for Magic was Albert Boot.
0, 1, 2, 3.
Oh, what fun! I won't say my goodbyes. I shall cheer for the boy who says you're telling lies.
I'm not telling lies, Peeves. It was Albert Boot.
No, it wasn't. It was Basil Flack.
Oh, fight! It's a bold attack. Was the Minister a boot or the Minister a flack?
Stop it, Peeves. You'll get us in trouble.
In trouble you will be, but you can't give Peeves a smack. She says it's a boot, and he says it's a flack.
Peeves, enough. You'll get us all detention. And you're both wrong anyway. It was Hephaestus Gore.
It wasn't boot and it wasn't flack, but you're all in trouble with Professor Black.
2, 1, 5, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Top.
Revelio.
Side questions. Side quests. It was not okay. Solution. Gdje je to? Mapa? Aha, tamo. Dobro, znači mi ga. Idemo. Dobro.
Revelio. Revelio.
Vi budale.
Oh, not again. Here I've come from the toilet bowl where she said I could swim, did you praxia mole? As long as 'twere only 1 time per week, I can plunge the boy's lavatory, not for the meek. These peas will make me late. He tried to stop me, did rancorous carp, sought to trap me, confine me inside of a jar. But he failed, as did his containment charms, so I took my revenge to wreak havoc and harm. It was granted my privileges be handsome indeed, or I'd fire up the cannon, and so she agreed. To draw up a contract with her, not with him, that if I behaved, I'd have 1 weekly swim! Whee! I'll get you for this!
Okolune.
My mother.
Revelio.
So, slender wizard who appeared quite proud of himself, but what precisely, no one knows. Pino.
Levioso. Accio.
To mi treba da posujem.
Glad you could make it. Lucan's just over there.
Levioso. Revelio.
Can I help you?
Sebastian told me to see you about a club.
If Sebastian vouches for you, that's all I need to know. I coordinate duels for crossed ones. A dueling club of sorts. It's invitation only, so you must have really impressed Sebastian.
Mm-hmm.
I seem to have a knack for dueling.
Then you've come to the right place.
How does cross wands work exactly?
You show up, I match you with other duelists, and whoever is still standing in the end wins. It's our way of determining the school's greatest duelist once and for all. And to liven things up, the winner is awarded a prize. Interested?
Yeah.
Of course. Dueling's an entertaining pastime.
I agree. Besides, in crossed ones, you could duel with a partner if you like. Your first time I'll pair you with Sebastian. Next time, you'll need to bring a partner along, or duel alone. So, care to step into the ring?
I'm ready.
Get me in the ring.
Spectacular! Let the fireworks begin!
I'm on.
We'll make you regret signing up.
Video.
Levioso. Protego. Stupefy. Oh, there goes my wager.
Levioso.
Stupefy. Accio.
Act like a winner.
Levioso. Sendo. Accio. Stupefy. Levioso. Come on. Accio.
Mind the one.
Pogledam. Ovo je bilo easy.
Nice
Pljafanje.
work. Sebastian wasn't wrong about you. There's strong competition ahead, but keep this up and you could be the next school champion.
Brilliant. Count me in.
I shall. Now, it takes time to organize these duels, but check with me later. I may have something lined up for you. Again, congratulations on your first crossed ones victory. Well fought. Hope to see you back here again.
Come on. Evo ga, ovaj još ga juri. Ovo ga juri, brate, još.
Revelio.
This is kind of the Irish Phoenix. Then it's Schreiber who can forecast the coming of the rain, and foe's mounted cry was only believed for the foretell that. Brate, ima tu priča.
Revelio.
Ooh, painting of the young orphan wizard Ilius, who famously saved his entire village from the army of the Dementors and the dark wizard Razidian by conjuring a mouse Patronus. Mouse Patronus. Vidi. Dementori kako su napravljeni. Wow. Prelep.
Revelio.
Sada vidim da mi je igrica na full screenu. No. Top.
What about the room, Professor?
I was thinking the same thing, Deke. Perhaps you could help.
Oh, excuse, Deke.
Ah, there you are. I trust your first classes went well?
They did, Professor.
I heard as much from Professors Hecat and Ronan. Seems Professor Fig taught you quite a bit before you arrived. I'd wager there's a good deal more to your travels here than what you've told me. Isn't there?
Nothing more, Professor.
I see. Like trying to get a sonnet from a streeler. Regardless, you must continue to build upon what you've learned. In that regard, I've asked your professors to help hasten your progress with some extra assignments.
I'm not sure I have time for extra assignments, Professor.
You shall find the time. You'd be astonished to know just how much you don't know. In fact, Professor Ronan will meet you outside momentarily to assign your first one. Now, regarding the trip to Hogsmeade I mentioned earlier, we've arranged to replace the supplies lost on your way here, including seeds, potion recipes, and spellcrafts.
Thank you, Professor.
And Mr. Ollivander will connect you with the perfect wand. You've
Ollivander.
managed your classes well with a borrowed wand, but you'll find the magic you cast with your own wand to be far superior.
Can you tell me more about the potions shop, Professor?
J. Pippin's Potions
J.
stocks a
Pippin's.
wide array of potions ingredients, although they rarely sell recipes. Professor Sharp asked that they have a couple of particular recipes on hand for you.
What is spellcraft?
I've never heard of a spellcraft before, Professor. What is it?
A spellcraft is a recipe of sorts used when conjuring objects. I shall explain more about them when you begin working with transfiguration magic.
Okay.
There's an Ollivander's in Hogsmeade.
There is. Most people are familiar with the shop in Diagon Alley. We're fortunate to have someone like him nearby. Mr. Ollivander is a genuine craftsman and highly skilled wand maker. I would trust no one else to pair me with a wand.
I'm eager to get to Hogsmeade.
Very well. I'd like you to make your first visit to the village with a classmate. Help you get your bearings. Perhaps Sebastian Sallow or Natsai Onai. I've noticed you spending time with them.
I'd like to go with Sebastian.
Glad to hear it.
Right,
Mr.
Sebastian.
Sallow is a capable young wizard, and he knows the area. He'll keep you well clear of any of Victor Rookwood's undesirables en route.
Rookwood?
A rather unsavory local. Best to avoid him and his associates, including his right hand of sorts, Theophilus Harlow, if you can. Once you've finished Professor Ronan's assignment, your friend will meet you at the castle doors. No time to waste. The sooner you complete your work, the sooner you can enjoy a butterbeer at the Three Broomsticks.
All right. First, I would like to speak about some additional assignments. Okay.
Ah, there you are.
You have a new spell to teach me, Professor.
Indeed I do, and an exceedingly useful one at that. The mending charm, Reparo. Fixes things right up, makes a broken object good as new in the blink of an eye.
It seems as if that might come in handy.
More frequently than one would imagine. As Professor Weasley mentioned, I am not the only one who will be teaching you spells outside of class in an effort to catch you up with your peers. A number of your professors have agreed to do so as well, but first, each shall ask that you complete a few preliminary tasks to hone your magic. I have arranged some for today. See them through and then report back to me. We will have you casting Reparo in no time.
Right. What was the purpose of the task?
Why must I first complete tasks to learn Reparo?
No lesson or lecture can compare to first-hand experience, and these tasks should provide you with just that. Such experience is invaluable when mastering any new bit of magic.
I'll start on the task right away, Professor.
Right. Yeah.
This is the right area. I wonder where the flying page is.
Dobro, brat. A?
Levioso!
Ne bre. Akio.
Got it. The flying page must be around here somewhere. Brilliant.
If only a new student were to help me with my sad
Are you all right?
Don't you know who I am? Zenobia Noak, the girl whom everyone at school hates for no reason.
Dobre.
Everyone hates you. Why?
Because Hogwarts is full of bullies and spoilsports. Leander Pruitt's one of the worst, that no-talent moon mind. I wanted to make some new friends, and so I brought my collection down to the common room. My gobstone collection, that is. I was hoping someone would want to play. Are you familiar with gobstones? Little balls, like marbles. Grand game. And if you lose, they spray you with a foul-smelling liquid.
I haven't much interest in a game that sprays you with odors.
Only if you lose, which I never do. Or at least, not often. People can be so cruel. Just because they're sprayed all over with smelly gobstone spit, it's their own fault for losing. Imelda is one of the worst losers. Everett and Astoria are terrible as well. And now those poor losers have taken my gobstones and hidden them in very high places all over the school.
Rather an overreaction on their part.
I'll say. Anyway, I can't work out how to get them back on my own. I don't think I know the necessary spells yet. I need someone, perhaps a selfless and talented 5th year to help me.
I don't have a problem. Any ideas how much
Do you have any suggestions on how to get your gobstones down from their hiding spots?
If I knew that, I'd get them myself. Whoever hid my gobstones that high got up there somehow.
Haven't you any friends at school?
Not really.
Natty said hello once, but not a word since.
I'll see what I can do.
I'd appreciate the help. If you do find all of my gobstones, do come and see me again. I'll be back to playing Snake Pit and Jackstone by myself in no time.
Dobro.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones. Levioso, Accio! Oh, that's one of Zenobia's gobstones. I hardly see what all the fuss is. I completed the assignments, Professor.
Marvelous. You clearly know your way around basic charms. Let us give the old mending charm a try then, shall we? Remember to be deliberate in your enunciation and movements. I want to see some vigor. Now, wand at the ready.
Yes, sir.
Remember, your wand is a conduit of your magic. That's it. Very good. If you would like to... Is mending something? Have a go with that. Statue in the alcove by the water. It's...
All right. Anche repera Lumos.
Symbolized heartbreak. Perhaps a jilted lover thought it too accurate and lashed out.
Accio. Revelio. Accio. Revelio.
Which indicate curse. Statue needs a magical wall, including set with the stone siren encircling the fountain base.
Oh, you should have stuck it out to chapter 3.
Mislim da je ovdje dole. Tako sam bar čuo. Ok. 0, 1, 2. 2, 1, 13. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 8. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Pauka. Uzmemo pauka. Ok. Ovdje je 17, znači ova hobotnica je ovdje 1, 2, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. To je 15, znači 2, 0, 1, 2, znači ovo treba. To trebamo da stavimo. To je neka pas neki, šta je to? A nije to, brate, čekaj. Ponovo ćemo da izračunamo. Znači, ovo je 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Dobro. Ovo je ovdje 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 14, 15, 16, 17. 0, 1, 2, 3. Znači, ovo. To je to. Majstor. I dobio sam Gryffindor, no, dosta. Fino, fino. Wow, vidio. Poslije ćemo njega da radimo. Meet the Sebastian near to the entrance of the Hogwarts side.
Revelio.
Vidi braće.
I find if I try to look attentively,
The wooden statue bears the likeness of Pagan Dawn, fearless land mama's hunter, and study of companion.
unless he asks me a question and then it's not really.
Accio. Revelio.
Šta je ovo? The three sisters bells are said to be the three similar names. Beautiful steps reach to the race majestically over Glen in Argyllshire. In the removed that one can hear them ring in the glen way across the highland. When they are run in the castle, locals have been baffled by the mysteriously ringing for years. Wow.
Revelio.
Wow. So.
I don't think owls make very good pets.
Ooh. Broken broom. This broken broom belongs to the Celine Wartnaby. And it's moved to be all that remains after she insisted on the demonstration of explaining a lunar charm to follow third year. No one knows if she success. Wow, znači poginula je.
Revelio.
Fancy meeting you here.
This set of the armor belongs to someone that with challenge a mountain troll. Ovo je, brate, iz kako se zove onaj prvi deo Kamen mudrosti, brate. Onaj troll kad napadnik u onom WC-u. Ovo pripada trollu. Predivno. No. Idemo mi dalje.
Hello, Sebastian.
Hello, Sebastian.
Ah, my new charge. I'm told you're in dire need of supplies, and I'm to accompany you into Hogsmeade for them. Is this your first foray into the village?
It is. I haven't left the castle since I arrived.
Well, I shall endeavour to be the very best of guides, then. Hogsmeade's a charming little place. Self-contained, too. We should be able to find you everything that you need. Shall we?
Ajmo, burazerče. Jo, brate, šta nosi?
I was glad Professor Weasley asked me to join you today.
As am I. Thank you, by the way.
Of course. You're the only one who's ever bested me in a duel. The way I see it, I'd be wise to keep an eye on you. Speaking of Weasley, she seems to have taken quite a shine to you.
Has she? That's nice to hear.
I'm still surprised that a professor would entrust me with anything, given my detention record.
Spend a lot of time in detention, do you?
Just enough to keep me well-rounded.
Ako volim ovu muziku što ide u ovaj, kako se zove, i u filmu i u igrici, znači predivna muzika, obožavam.
As is often the case. Professor Weasley came to retrieve me, and I was able to convince old Scribner that I had somewhere to be.
So how did you manage to get on the librarian's bad side?
Što je brat za sprinto?
I suspect it's a matter of differing opinions. She thinks I shouldn't be allowed in the restricted section, and I, on the other hand, am inclined to disagree. Oh, just one moment. This is an excellent spot to gather lacewing flies. They're pretty to look at. If you stew them long enough, they make a powerful potion ingredient. Merlin's beard from the Forbidden Forest. Look!
What's going on?
See for yourself. Quite a sight, isn't it?
Ooh.
You certainly don't see that every day.
Poppy's already seen the
Hippogriff,
hippogriffs?
da.
Absolutely.
Likely already named.
To the left is the Forbidden Forest. Out of bounds to all students.
Full of flames, look at.
Hence the name.
Precisely. They think it's too dangerous. I think they need to have more confidence in our defensive abilities. Ah, you can see Hogsmeade just past those ruins up ahead. Have you had much of a chance to explore the castle?
A little. It's positively enormous.
It is that. I've been there 5 years and barely scratched the surface. Loads to see, places to discover.
Lapping toadstool
And
caps.
you'd like to share with the class?
Perhaps one day.
Inače,
I
ovi
can't go
ovdje,
around telling you all my secrets now, can I?
konji,
You
ajde kažem
still
tako,
haven't told me
leteći.
how you became so good at dueling.
Čekaj, ajde završi. Ovi leteći konji, čekaj, stajem. Kako se zove, oni se vide samo ako je neko video smrt u oči. Znači, faktički to mu dođe ako si video neko da je umro ispred tebe. Znači, može da ih vidiš. Tako da, ja ih vidim, znači, verovatno, kako se zove, verovatno sam video smrt u oči, što se kaže.
I've always thought Thestrals pulling a carriage a bit
Tako da,
grim.
ne znam.
Though I suppose most people don't actually see them at all.
But you can see them.
Unfortunately. But you've seen quite a bit yourself firsthand too. Most notably that dragon attack.
Moonstone ti...
Hopefully the rest of your year isn't as eventful.
Moonstone koristiš za... Kako se zove, za korišćenje... Kada imaš onu, kako se zove, Room of the Require.
He's the Hogwarts caretaker. Looks a bit worse for
Room of
wear.
the Require i fantastični zveri. Eto, toliko. Tako da...
Hello, Mr. Moon. Have you met our new 5th year?
Ovo je dobar.
Pleasure. You might want to turn back, Mr. Sallow.
Gladwin.
Turn and run.
Is everything all right, sir?
Oh, look right at me.
What's it up
Eyes
here?
big as saucers.
What did, Mr. Moon?
Guys, ugly and airy and terrifying. I shall be at the castle where it's safe. Good luck to both of you.
Demiguise.
Demiguise? I don't know what he's putting in his pumpkin juice, but he's obviously had too much of it.
Demiguise je životinja koja nestaje. Ako neko gleda onaj, kako se zove, fantastične zveri, u fantastičnim zverima se pojavljuje kao nevidljivo stvorenje. I onda kad odu gore na onom tavanu gdje onaj zmaj zmija što može da se duplira onako, u smislu da poraste veliki i onda se zaglavi u tavanu, kako se zove, u tom fantastičnim zveri, u tom delu, on se pojavljuje. Demiguise. Demiguise se pojavljuje u tome. Inače, kad uzme ono malo mlizalicu u filmu isto, to je isto kako se zove, jedan deo gdje se on pojavlja.
I don't know if it's the shops or the people, but there's just something about Hogsmeade.
Revelio.
We will flock to it like moths to a flame.
The presence is stacked in the kind of outside of the... Mnogo lepa igrica.
So how would you like to do this? Weasley told me you had a list of things to get, a wand and some other bits.
Da.
Yes. Dittany seeds, some spellcrafts, and some potion recipes.
Perfect. Can't wait to see what you do with the new wand. And a short list gives you plenty of time to poke around the village. I just have to pop into a shop to find something for my sister. Let's meet up in the town circle when you're finished.
Može. Ajde.
Remember, have fun. It's Hogsmeade.
Da vidimo. Hogsmeade ima svoju mapu. Kao što se vidi. Znači idemo na ove 3 destinacije. Prvo ćemo ovdje, pa ćemo idemo na potione i onda ćemo se vratimo da uzmemo wand. Tako da, to je to. Znači vraćamo se nazad, ali pre toga samo bih želio nešto da proverim. U opcijama. Tu treba stavimo sve na ultra. I ovdje ih trebali da stavimo na 8, ja mislim. Field of view, motion blue, depth of field, sve ćemo da upalimo. Da sve to gori što se kaže. Nećemo ništa, znači ovo ćemo stavimo tu. Tako. Znači idemo kod njega prvo. Što on ima ovdje prilaže? Stepenice. Enchanted stairs. Tu ima skriven Enchanted stairs, a? Imamo. Dobro. Šta mu je ovo? Interact. Znači tu se dobiste, otvoriš ovu knjigu, pipneš ovu knjigu i onda ti se stvore stepenice s kojima možeš doći gore. Predivno, druži. Potion smo dobili. Rekli na H se healamo, tako? Da vidimo. Znači on mi daje vjerojatno potione.
Pardon me, sir. I'm here for the spellcrafts Professor Weasley ordered.
Matilda, student. I thought I might be seeing you soon. I am the proprietor here.
Thomas Brown.
Thomas Brown. I take it you've had a conjuring lesson then?
I'm afraid I haven't yet, sir.
But you will soon enough. It is magic at its purest, creating something out of nothing. Of course, it is not without complexity, but that is where my spellcrafts come in. Stay the course, and you could soon impress even Professor Weasley.
That's certainly something to aspire to, Mr. Brown. I look forward to that day.
And I, too, see in it. Spellcrafts are incredibly useful for conjuring unique items like custom pieces of furniture or decoration. But I shall let Professor Weasley do the teaching. For now, let's get the spellcrafts you need. A potting table and a potion station, yes?
I believe so, sir.
Good. Nothing like being able to grow your own ingredients and brew what you want when you want. Let's have a look.
Znači prvo, potting table with a small pot, ok. Kupili smo i small potion station spellcraft.
If you're interested, feel free to take a look around at the rest of my inventory.
Ali dosta treba ovih 3000, brate. Da. Ovo da stavimo. Rope da stavimo. Ovo da stavimo. To je to. To ništa. I to nećemo ništa. Ovo ćemo. Stavimo i to je to. Ovo drugo ništa nemamo. Za početak je to. Ajmo dalje. Znači Jojo Pippin, on je završen. Magic. Dobro, gdje sam ja? Aha, tu sam. Idemo preko mostika, se vratimo na levo. Ajmo ovo da skupimo.
Well, hello there.
Revelio.
The magic needs. Ovo je samo pokazatelj tih nekih stvari koje nemam pojma šta su. Ima dosta random stvari.
For the new 5th year. I take it that's you then. Merlin's beard. Starting Hogwarts as a 5th year. You must be positively reeling from it all.
Not at all. I'm choosing to see it all as one big adventure.
Well, bravo. Not everyone has the temperament to take things as they come. Name's Timothy Teasdale, by the way, and this is my shop, the Magic Neep. I keep the carts out here because I like a good chat. Can't very well be in the thick of things if I'm hidden away inside now, can I?
I suppose not.
In addition to seeds, I have plenty of plants. Grow everything myself. My speciality is potion ingredients. Even Pippin purchases from me. But what say we get you a packet of Dipney seeds?
Idemo što on ima tu.
Do have a look around. Plenty of ingredients to pique your interest, I'd wager.
Huh?
Revelio.
Šta radi? Opet.
Welcome to J. Pippin's Potions.
Revelio.
U 1753. is the almost proper sells wide variant of the potions and their ingredients. Do jaja.
Pardon me, sir.
Oh, thank goodness. When I heard the bell, I thought you were Miss Lawang. Not that she deigns to come here. Though I don't believe I've seen your face here before, either.
It's my first time in Hogsmeade, actually.
Is it really? Well, Parry Pippin at your service. And this is J. Pippin's Potions. Potions for all ailments. You'll have read it on the sign, of course, but Grandfather always made me say it in full. How may I help you today?
Professor Weasley sent me to collect some recipes. I'm new at Hogwarts.
You're the student she sent the owl about. I set your things aside immediately. I suspected if you're anything like I was at your age, you'd want your potion supplies. Is it not the most fascinating art, potion making? Rivals anything you can do with a wand, I've always said.
Are potions really that versatile?
They may not be as showy as spellwork, but make no mistake, they are just as powerful. They can heal, destroy, protect. You'll discover all of this soon enough. As it's your first time in, I should mention that it's not just potion recipes I sell. I also offer ready-made drafts for all manner of uses, and I unveil new ones from time to time. Pop in when you can so you don't miss out on anything. But for now, let's get you those recipes, shall we? Feel free to take a look at the rest of my inventory, or come back another time if you're in a rush today.
Oh. Uzeli smo pošle. Sad idemo do Olivandera. Da pokupimo
You'd think knowing spells would...
Znam da nije ona knjiga što leti ovamo. Da je pokupim. Ne, Ollivander je ovdje, brate. Evo ga. Evo ga. Ollivander's one shop. Wonder wood manners and flexibility, each possessing one of the 3 magical cores, chose their owners in this cozy, cluttered shop run by Ambiel and knowledgeable Corbold Ollivander. In the profession of witchcraft since 382 BC. The Ollivander family are considered the best wand makers in Brittany, if not the world. Dođemo. Ah, dovoljno.
Merlin's blooming beard, not again.
Ajmo mi dođemo. Kako se zove?
I'll be right with... Ah, it's you. Just a moment, please.
Right.
Hello, sir. I'm looking for...
For a new wand, yes. It's about time.
Yes, about time?
Well, you're our new 5th-year student, are you not? Oh, what am I saying? Of course you are. Gerbold Ollivander's the name. But of course, you'll have heard of the Ollivanders, I'm sure. Finest wand makers in the world. It's a pleasure to meet you, truly. Now, come with me. Let's find you the perfect wand, shall we? No, not you. Yes. Powerful core. 10.5 inches.
10.5.
Do. Here, give this one a try.
10.5.
Well, go ahead, swish. How odd. Once more, come on, really swish it. Oh dear.
No.
Well, this isn't a good match at all, is it? We'll find you something, not to worry. No, not you. Perhaps. Yes.
Rare
A
wood.
rare wood, 13 3/4 inches, dragon heartstring. Let's give this one a try.
3,4. Ovo je baš veliki.
Oh, goodness. Looks like it's back to the shelf for you. This is proving to be trickier than I had anticipated. How perplexing. Where are you? Perhaps you? There you are. Yes.
I think you might be the one. Here, take it.
Here. Take it.
Da vidimo. Wood, phoenix leather, 11 inches.
Curious indeed.
Ono neki unikatni nađe.
How intriguing. Curious indeed. How intriguing.
Aj mi se sviđa. Uzet ćemo crveni. Natural, warm brown, crooked spiral, ringed, dark brown, stalk, honey brown.
How intriguing.
Možda bi ovaj mogu da uzem. Mi se nekako sviđa. Da uzem ovaj brown. Ovako. Šta mu je ovo? Aha. 11 inches, 11, 12 and half, 12, 14, 13 and quarter.
Curious indeed.
Wood, apple, ash, black horn, black walnut, cherry, elder.
How intriguing.
Elder, 13, flexibility. Quite bendy, very flexible, squishy, responsible, whippy, slimy, unbending, reed, solid, hard, solid, stiff, solid.
Curious indeed.
Može ovako. I core, koji da uzmemo. Kaže Dragon Heartstring, Dragon Heartstring that serves as a core of wand known for producing powerful magic. Unicorn hair, the hair of the unicorn that serves as a core of the wand, known for producing constant magic. Wow. The feather of the phoenix that serves as a core, capable to produce a great range of magic. Constant.
A unicorn hair wand is most reliable and faithful to its owner.
Huh?
Phoenix feather. Exceptionally rare, and a core with a strong sense of initiative. A dragon heartstring wand is most powerful and learns quickly.
Unicorn. Purchase. To je to.
What do you think?
Može. Daj ću oduzmo. Boom!
Extraordinary. Another wand, another beginning of a bright and magical future.
Može.
Now, how did that feel?
Good. Different. I sensed a sort of surge of some kind.
A match. Your connection seemed particularly powerful. The right wand will learn from you, just as you learn from it.
I'm eager to try it out.
Indeed. Treat it well, and you shall find no more dependable a wand than one with a unicorn hair core. And the bond between you and your wand should only grow stronger. Do not be surprised at your new wand's ability to perceive your intentions, particularly in a moment of need.
That sounds wonderful, Mr. Ollivander.
I'll let you get to it. Do come and see me again if ever I can be of further assistance.
Well, that's everything. Better go and find Sebastian.
I've dined in your house, and I can say that the experience would have been much more. An honest day.
Accio! Revelio.
Wow, video shall the statue of the Hufflepuff hand of the world. Believes the founder of the village holds many of the dreaming from his home by Muggle.
Work hard and don't be afraid to fail. That is the path.
Revelio. I officially have all of my supplies.
Excellent.
Did you get what you needed for your sister?
I did. So I suppose the world is our oyster now. Let's see what else we can get up to.
Wow. Nešto se dešava. Koji kurac troll, brate. Šta će ovo ovdje, bo? Kod njega da... Op. Spremi se za rokanje. Bombarda, vrate, to je opasno. Vidi budale. Dodge, imam dodge.
Are we weakening him at all? Keep at it! We'll wear him down eventually. Leviosa! Protego! Stupefy!
Ujebe. Ja se ja povatam, ali...
What was that? A taste of his own medicine. Nicely done! Leviosa! That's right, you lumbering loudy! He's faltering! A few more hits should do the job! Stupefy! Accio! Stupefy!
Bog, te kako rokanje, be. X! Šuk! Pa! To je to, druže. Bog te mazu.
Goodness! A second troll! Did you two take on a fully grown troll by yourselves?
Easy.
I suppose so. It's all a bit of a blur, to be honest.
To be honest, very easy.
Are you all right?
We are, and we were glad to help.
I'd say help is a bit of an understatement. Nerve like that. The makings of an aura, if you ask me. If you are unharmed, perhaps the two of you wouldn't mind helping me put a few things back to where they were.
Of course, officer.
Singer. Officer Singer. And thank you, again.
Officer Singer, znači ona je Auror.
Reparo. I'll go and see what he wants. Lucky they didn't do more damage. Reparo.
Moguće te promenu statu. Ne, seriju.
One less thing for Officer Singer to worry about.
Mr. Hill was just singing your praises.
Revelio.
Snikoskop. Detector and will spin, whistle and light up when it detects someone untruthworthy nearby. It should be used with a caution, however, as it will alert the untruthworthy the user present almost instantly. Hey, Demiguise, evo ga, to je Demiguise. Evo ga. To je Demiguise, on je kako se nevidljiv. Noću on bude nevidljiv. To je tako po fantastičnim zverima.
Revelio.
Evo ga, ovdje imam još. Unlucky the enchanted mannequins. Favored by students for the dueling practice, the mannequins at the Glavgrad's serves only as a means to display the latest in the wizarding fashion. Ček, bratu, samo da uzmemo, već kad sam tu, da pokupim što se može pokupiti. Šta kaže, brat? Hello, sir. I don't believe we
Allow
were.
me to introduce myself, Augustus Hill, clothier extraordinaire. I should like to thank you for your remarkable bravery in fighting those trolls, and not to mention your help restoring Hogsmeade to its rightful state.
I was happy to help.
Frankly, you deserve an Order of Merlin. But I can offer you something much more useful. I own Gladrag's wizardware, and among my inventory are some unique items that afford certain protections, as it were. Life-saving protections. And as I suspect this won't be your last dangerous encounter, I'd like to give you one such set of robes, in thanks for what you did today.
No, sir, that's a far generous of you.
That's very kind of you, Mr. Hill, but I can't accept robes that I didn't pay for.
Nonsense! I insist! Now, let's try this on for size, shall we?
A vidiš, kako god okreneš, to je to.
I'd say we've earned a butterbeer or two, wouldn't you? Might help me forget that I was almost pulverized by a troll.
I'd say that I agree with you.
Perfect. The 3 broomsticks is just this way.
I sell even more battle-worthy items.
Ček samo sekund da ja ovo namestim brzinski. Imam ofanzive. Ovo ćemo. I ovdje ćemo da stavimo. Što ni loše. Ovako. Ne, ovo ćemo F. Treba mi ovo. On handle. To je dobro, ovo je. To je to. Zanimljivo, sve smo mu dobili. Čekaj da prodam, brate, što ne mogu da prodam, a? Što to prodam, šta? Ako je 0, ali nema veze, koji će mi džava? I stoju... Gdje je ga, brat? Sebastijane, čekaj me, brother.
Assuming it isn't utter bedlam in there, you might even meet Sirona, the owner. She's a good one to know.
What? Akio. Vidi ovo što je dobar.
You said you could get to the child when they came to Hogsmeade. That all you needed was a distraction. I gave you a distraction.
I just watched a student take down your distraction.
Victor.
Who's this child? What are you not telling me?
All you need to know is that if you cannot get to the child, then you have no value to me.
Let's go.
Did they see us?
I don't think so.
What was that goblin doing with Victor Rookwood?
Ranrock is working with Rookwood.
The goblin from the Daily Prophet. I knew I'd seen him somewhere. Quickly, let's get inside the 3 broomsticks.
3 broomsticks.
It's a treat to see you, Lodgok. I shall let you know if I hear anything.
Thank you, Sirona.
You be well.
Hey. My mother goblin.
Now, what can I... Oh. There's a face I haven't seen before.
It's my first time here.
Welcome. Butterbeer's on me. Heard about the attack. I shall be looking in on the other shopkeepers and residents shortly. Glad to see you two escaped injury.
Thanks to this one. Single-handedly took down a troll.
Is that right? Well done.
Thanks for this.
My pleasure. I will say, trolls in Hogsmeade. That's never happened before.
Yeah.
Something's not right. The only brutes we usually have to deal with are... How timely.
Was that Lodgok I saw leaving just now? Your clientele's not what it used to be, Sirona.
Not to worry, Victor. Once the 2 of you leave, the caliber of my clientele will greatly improve. I wouldn't do that if I were you, Theophilus.
Come now. No need for theatrics. I'm only here for this one anyway.
My friend is enjoying a well-earned butterbeer.
Only want a quick word.
Perhaps you didn't hear me. I said, my friend is busy.
One would think you all had enough bloodshed for one day. Come, Theophilus. The 3 broomsticks isn't what it used to be. Let's take our galleons elsewhere. Can't drink butterbeer forever.
Seems you've made an unfortunate enemy. Watch your back. Rookwood and Harlow are worse than any troll you might encounter.
Trolls? Ranrock and Rookwood? What are you not telling me?
I promised to tell you everything, but it's perhaps best I do that later.
Da, uplašio sam se.
And on
Karakter me
that
se
note,
uplašio.
I think we should head back to the castle.
Revelio.
It's currently run by Sirona, the larger also Hogwarts itself. The 3 broomsticks is the long-standing gathering spot for village and Hogwarts students who wants to enjoy the butter beer with the fire whiskey. Wow. Bem.
Revelio.
Ne, to je napad. Ajde idemo pa ću se vratim ovdje. Hogsmeade je veliki. Ajde bro.
I'm certainly glad Sirona was there. Told you she was one of the good ones.
I can see that. She didn't seem at all intimidated by Rookwood and Harlow.
I think you'll need to tell me why Victor Rookwood has you in his sights. But we can talk later. For the moment, we should return to the castle. Professor Weasley's certain to hear about the troll attack soon if she hasn't already. Don't want to risk another detention for getting back after hours.
Don't come around the night. Accept the map. Select the Hogwarts. Fast traveling. To. Dobri smo. Nisam dobio level, malo mi fali, ne? Dobro. Ovdje ćemo da završimo ovaj stream. Sad trenutno streamamo tačno 2 sata. Tako da prvi uvod smo prošli. Vidjeli smo šta nas čeka. Malo smo se... To jest uzeli smo sve stvari što nam trebaju za školu. Uzeli smo wand, to je štapić, što je jako bitno. Malo smo imali problema sa trolovima i ja mislim da smo zabelajali zato što smo slučajno naleteli na naše protivnike. To je onaj troll, mali, kako se zove, ili ti goblin. I kako se zove Rookford, on. I kako se zove onaj lik isto, koji je isto malo onako jeben. Vidjet ćemo šta će dalje da bude. Nastavljamo sljedeći put. I to je to. Come to see me, I have discovered something, the locket we found at the Gringotts. Dobro. To ćemo da ostavimo za sljedeći stream. I idemo da vidimo šta naš profesor želi od nas. Tako da, to bi bilo to.